How do I get my baby to swallow solids? Hello, my name is Mallory Miette, and this is episode 4 of What I Googled. So let's talk about first the tongue thrust reflex. The tongue thrust reflex is when you put something on baby's tongue, they push the tongue out of the mouth. This is designed as a reflex for safety reasons. It's to increase safety, to decrease choking, right? And so that tongue thrust reflex is what we're fighting against when we first start to learn solids. And so we need to help them learn a different motor plan. So how do we do that? You have to give them opportunities where they are experiencing or mapping out different parts of their mouth. They have been exclusively sucking at this point. And so their tongue comes rest right on their gum line and they push in and out. The tongue thrust sort of supports that movement, but we don't want that when they're eating solids. So giving chewy tubes stick where we're putting them in the back of their mouth. So then they're getting that tongue to recognize the back and the sides of their mouth. Maybe they jab it up at the top on their palate space. So now the tongue is feeling that space. We want them to map their mouth as much as possible. And that will help improve awareness of the mouth, but also when food goes in, what different things we can do with it. If you are finding that you're starting with purees and you're putting the food in and they're just pushing it out, try having them feed. Self-feeding is really helpful to change and develop those new motor plans. So you can load the spoon and hand them the spoon. They grab it and then they will sort of learn how to first bring hands to mouth for food purposes. So for self-feeding, but it also changes it because we're not putting it right in the middle and pulling it out. A lot of times parents will put the spoon in and sweep up as well, and that is not helping them map. And so we need to allow self-feeding, increase stick, chewy tube activities throughout the day. Those types of exploration will change the motor plans. If you have to spoon feed, um, parents who are looking for volume purposes, I still recommend you have two spoons. One you load for them and hand to them for them to self feed. And then you have one. So they take a bite and then you sort of support them with a bite. When you put the spoon in, though, we do not swipe up, but put it in and sort of give pressure to the tongue, push down and then pull straight out. So we want the lips to close around the spoon. You sort of not push, pressure. I want just a little bit of tension towards the tongue and you sweep out versus putting it on the top gum line. The lips don't have any involvement. And then we continue with that tongue thrust. If you are struggling outside of a tongue thrust for your baby to swallow solids, strongly recommend an evaluation at that point. We need to look at what's going on with movement and their awareness. Is there a sensory component? So I hope that helps. I do virtual one-on-one. If you need more oral play activities, there is the oral play guide as well. I will link both of those options in the description below. Have a good day.